Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Yes, we do have Elliotte Friedman, all of our guests on Monday, including Ross Tucker and Elliotte, sponsored by Passat Motors. It is no tax November at Passat Motors. Purchase a vehicle from Passat, and they will pay the GST for you. For more information, go to basantmotors.com as we bring in Elliotte Friedman from Hockey Night in Canada and the 32 Thoughts podcast. Elliotte, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you guys doing?
Very well,
good,
very
Elliotte.
well. I'm sure you've been paying attention to the.
I don't have my poppy on. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I see you guys wearing them. Okay.
Okay. We'll excuse you for that. Gary Bettman, press conference. I take it you've been paying attention. What's your takeaway so far?
I don't know. I have a lot of different questions.
Okay.
I think that what we know now about the Blackhawks, the $2 million fine clearly wasn't enough. One of the storylines that I think will develop about this is that they said there is an investigation complete into the Bill Peters situation with Akim Aliu, and that they have gone to the representatives. But at this point in time, I can't get any confirmation from the representatives that that's happened. Just trying to figure that out too in the aftermath of this. This has been a really bad week, and I think we're all waiting to see what else is going to come out of this. But I don't think we're in a situation here that anything we heard today is going to really settle anything.
Later on, Elliotte, Donald Fear is going to meet with NHLPA team representatives. What do you think the focus of that conversation will be?
I think it's going to be a couple of things. First of all, I think the players are going to ask for clarity on what happened and why no action was taken, or no acceptable action, for sure. I think the question will be, though, do they actually vote? Do they come out and say we want to vote on Fear's leadership? I think Fear will propose a structure where he agrees to step down at a certain date, and so they can have an orderly transition and go through a search. I just don't know how the players are going to react to that. Talking to agents, some of them, are like, we have to have a change here, but they don't want to throw the Players Association into chaos. So we will see where we are. But I definitely think there's going to be some action at the Players Association. I just don't know how quick.
Elliotte, listening to you guys on Hockey Night in Canada Saturday, talking about the Canucks, a lot of people are surprised they are struggling 0-3 on their homestand. Just your overall views on what's happening out here with this hockey club.
I just got a note, by the way, from the lawyer for Akim Aliu, says he's not been contacted.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see where this goes. Sorry, Rick, you were asking about the Canucks and how things are going out there?
All you guys on Hockey Night in Canada were surprised they're off to the slow start, trouble scoring, 0-3 on the homestand, all that stuff. So it was a topic with you guys for sure on Saturday.
I'm surprised at Pettersson. I don't know if it's just because he's been away for a long time and it took a while for his wrist to get healthy or things like that. But, I'm really surprised at how he's looked. I think Pettersson's a great player. I think he's one of the best players in the league. And I think he's a driver. And, we were talking about Hughes a couple of weeks ago. I think when Hughes is not there, a lot of the offense dries up because he carries the puck so much and he creates so many things. Pettersson, I think, is also a driver. So much goes through him. And when he's playing the way he is, I think a lot of your offense dries. And for whatever reason, he's not where we're used to him being. And until he gets there, it's going to be a big problem for the Canucks.
Travis Hamonic, but he's been recalled by the Canucks. Elliotte, this story from day one, you've covered it. We've all covered it. It's said it's been up, it's been down, it's been hard to get info, but it looks like it's finally ending. He's back with the team. Your thoughts?
Well, number one, it sounds like he went through a really challenging time personally. And if
Yes.
he's back into the National Hockey League with the team, that means he's probably in a better place, right? Mentally. So
Yes.
you like to see that. That's the most important thing. Someone's mental health is the most important thing. I know a lot of people in the media are going to have questions. I know a lot of people are going to be wondering about his situation and what exactly happened over the last month or two, but I don't know how many answers we're going to get. I don't know how much he's going to want to say or not say about that. But I'm happy to see him back playing. I think he had a really good team with Hughes last year. He makes the Canucks better if that pairing is as good as it was at times last year. And I just think the boost of having him back. You're sitting here right now. You've lost 3 games at home. As we all joke, it's not an easy to play when place to play when things aren't going well. And now maybe you get a boost. You see him walk in. You're happy he's back, and you can get a lift when you might need it. But the number one thing I think of, Rick, is that I'm just happy for him personally because he's
Absolutely.
probably in a better place.
Yes.
Hey, Elliot, back to the Kyle Beach situation for a second, if you don't mind. The $2 million fine. For people not in the know, where does that money
Yeah.
go? Where does that money go?
They announced I don't have the press conference,
Okay.
I don't have the press release right in front of me, but they announced half of it was going to an organization that, helps people who've been through traumatic situations like this. So I think half of that money was going there. I didn't see where the other $1 million go. It might go to an emergency assistance fund or something like that. But the one thing I do remember is that $1 million was going to Chicago area organizations that handle survivors' trauma. But I still think the fine was not enough.
Will Kyle Beach get any of that money?
I don't think he'll get that, but I know the settlement talks with Kyle Beach begin tomorrow
Yeah.
with the
Okay.
Blackhawks,
Yes.
and I don't think the Blackhawks are going to want to fight this much. I have a feeling they want to settle. It's just, the question is, you guys know Beach, you guys saw him play. Here's a high draft pick, right-hand shot center, 52 goals his last year of junior, and he was a black ace in his first year as a pro. Like that's clearly a guy they believed in,
Yeah.
and it's not always easy. I mean, it's going to be a big number, but it depends on how they get to that number.
Elliot, I know you're very busy. We're gonna let you go. Appreciate this. Wonderful as always. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you very much, guys. Take
No
care.
problem. Elliot Friedman from Hockey Night in Canada.